Okay, so Faceit has been in closed beta for almost a week now. And you might have noticed that since then, I haven't really been posting as many videos since I've been playing Faceit and streaming it every day over on Twitch. And I've been streaming it for a lot longer than I normally stream TF2 for because I've been actually having that much fun. So if you want to go and watch any of those live streams, the link to my Twitch is down below in the description. I'm going to try and stream every single day for as long as I can. So yeah, go and click on that. But now that I've been playing it every single day since it's come out, I feel like now is the time that I will finally talk about my experience with Faceit so far and tell you all how I found it. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that a bunch of you watching aren't subscribed, so make sure you will scroll down, click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and a whole bunch more future content that is going to be coming soon. So yeah, click the button. So I think the most important thing that most people want to know is kind of how the games feel and how like competitive or casual that they are. First of all, just the not having to check constantly if somebody on the enemy team is cheating every single game is incredible. Like, if I got killed with a really good shot from a sniper, I knew that I was dying to someone who was actually just that good and not a little piece of code controlling a player somewhere. So that's one thing that is very nice. And honestly, I think Faceit is worth playing just for that point alone right now. I do have to be honest, for the first couple of days of Faceit, there were a lot of really good players on there. The skill level of everyone who was playing was a lot higher than casual, which I didn't actually mind that much, but I did struggle a lot to get any good clips or to feel like I was really making an impact in most of the games I was taking part in. However, they've already made some changes to the way they balance their matches, and yesterday, out of the 12 or so games I played on stream, there was only 1 or 2 games that felt really unbalanced, or that I got rolled on, or we rolled the other team massively, so that's really nice, and most of the games were really close too, which you don't always get in casual. But one thing I have had to remind a lot of people over my couple of streams that I've been doing is that it's going to be hard to balance everything perfectly while there's not that many people being able to play Faceit right now. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of players always playing Faceit games, but there's not as many as there probably will be once the closed beta ends and Faceit is launched officially. So once everybody who wants to play Faceit can get into Faceit, it will be a lot easier for those guys to actually balance their matches because they'll have a load more people there that they can kind of work out what to do with. I know nothing really about balancing matches, but I did get it explained to me that they will need a lot more people on their servers all the time so they can actually like refine their filters much more to make the balancing a lot better. So I think a few days after it is released publicly to everyone, which is tomorrow the 20th, then it will be a lot more casual feeling, and if you're not the best player in the world, you'll still actually be able to have some pretty good games. It's just going to take some time to calibrate all of the skill levels of all of the people and basically make it so you're playing against people who you're actually meant to be playing against. But honestly, since they made that one balance change, I've been having really good games, people I can actually play against, and that's just from one balance update so far. Now, imagine when there's a bunch more people playing, they'll be able to make even more balance changes. I'm excited to see just how much this changes and how good the games are going to be after a couple more of these little tweaks. Another feature of the Faceit matchmaking, which might have been probably one of the more controversial ones, is that they have turned random crits off. And I do have to be honest, I haven't really noticed that they have been gone. I legitimately haven't noticed they haven't been turned on, which isn't what I thought it would be like. I've always been under the impression that I don't mind random crits being in the game, but I really wouldn't miss them if they were gone, and I was right, so that's cool. So far the games feel great. There's no random crits, so you're not actually just dying from absolutely nowhere, and maybe even like fights you should be winning realistically, you just lose to a random crit. Another thing I did want to talk about though was that it seems like they're actually listening to what people are saying. There was a lot of people saying the map pool probably wasn't the best because there was 2 Fort, Turbine and Hightower there, and those 3 got banned pretty much every single time. So really you only got to pick out of 5 maps. So they've revamped the map pool into maps that a lot more people like to play, and since they've done that, it's been a lot better. People, again, were complaining that they were playing against people who were absolutely way out of their skill level and have made a balance change already. They are trying to actually make sure that Faceit matchmaking is something you're going to want to play and something you're actually going to have fun while you're playing it. And the community feeling heard is one of the big points I made in my genius plan to make TF2 great again video. So it's nice to feel heard by somebody who is trying to actually help the TF2 community. They've also been asking for feedback quite often on their Discord and in their actual Faceit app, just to make sure that what they're doing is the best it could possibly be for you guys. And I like that a lot. I feel like the actual feedback I'm writing in there is actually being listened to, actually being read, and actually taken on board. Where, unlike Valve, the whole "how was your game" thing that comes up after the casual game ends, what does that do? I feel like I'm being heard, and I like that. I've been having a lot of fun on Faceit, more fun than I've been having on TF2 for quite a while, and I think that it's honestly only going to get better. I've been able to stream for way longer than I normally do because I'm not mentally exhausted checking for bots all the time and trying to find a good game to play. So maybe the tiny bit of extra wait time that you have for a Faceit game is actually worth it because you'll spend 5 times that looking for a good server to play in with Valve matchmaking. And even then, a lot of the time I click ready up for a game or that I want to queue for a game and I find one straight away on Faceit. So that's pretty impressive. Going back to the stream thing real quick, I've been able to go from like an hour 30 minutes or something, which I normally do, and I've been streaming for like up to 6 hours some days, just because it feels like nothing while I'm playing a Faceit game because it's just so simple and easy. But anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also if you have any other questions that you have about like my Faceit experience that you want to see answered, leave it in the comments down below. I'll try and answer a whole bunch of them if I haven't covered it here. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.